Hi, everyone. I am April Blackford, and I am a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. And today we are going to be talking about foods, supplements, and strategies that you can do to support liver and gallbladder health and why that matters. So, liver and gallbladder, they are the unsung heroes of our digestion and hormone balance. So, if your liver's sluggish or your gallbladder's cranky, then your whole body is going to feel it through bloating, sluggish metabolism, hormone drama, and yeah, even mood swings. So, let's show these overworked organs some love today. Now, first, why does liver and gallbladder health matter? So, I'm always talking about the liver. Like, the liver does not get the appropriate love that it deserves, first and foremost. But liver is essentially our eternal internal detox diva. It filters everything in the body: hormones, alcohol, medications, toxins, and even that treat yourself margarita. So when it's overloaded, symptoms can show up as fatigue, weight gain, PMS, headaches, irritability, acne, and estrogen dominance. Now, just that in itself just has so many connections, like with dysfunction in the body. And in regards to the gallbladder, I like to refer to the gallbladder as the bile boss. So it helps digest fats and eliminate waste. And some signs that it may be struggling would be nausea after eating, gas, bloating, floaty poop. So if you poop and you notice that it's floating, that's an indication that the gallbladder is struggling. Or right-sided pain up under the rib cage. Those are all signs and indicators. Now, what are the top foods to support the liver and gallbladder? Number one, and I actually talked about this one, I think it was last week or the week before, beets. Beets are the liver's BFF. So if you don't like beets, learn to like beets or disguise them, throw them in a salad, whatever you have to do. They're high in betaine, and they actually can thin the bile and support detox. You can add them to smoothies, you can roast them, you can grate them raw into salads. Beets are number one. Number two is lemon water. I like to call the lemon water the morning liver latte. So make it a point and start a habit of starting your day with warm lemon water first thing in the morning to gently nudge your liver and gallbladder awake. The third thing would be bitter greens: arugula, dandelion, mustard greens. They're all great for stimulating the liver and the gallbladder. Super inexpensive, and they can be kind of bitter on their own. So I personally make it a point to add a couple of handfuls into other types of greens. Last night I made a salad and I ended up using spinach and then had a handful of arugula that I threw on there. And then that way the whole thing just doesn't have that kind of bitter taste. Um, and then you have cruciferous veggies. So cruciferous veggies: broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. I like to call these the hormone helpers. They support phase two liver detox and can help clear excess estrogen within the body. So super, super good ones. Healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, wild caught salmon. Good fats equal health, happy bile. So really, really lean into those healthy fats. It stimulates bile production and is necessary for fat digestion and overall toxin elimination. And then you have garlic and onions. It's Garlic and onions are rich in sulfur to support liver enzymes. And I talked about garlic the other week. They can even repel some bad dates or, these unwanted people that you don't want around you. So lean on the garlic and onions more. And then you have apples. So especially green apples. Granny Smith apples are great. They contain malic acid, which can soften gallstones and stimulate bile production. So eat your apples. Green apples are great. Now, supplements that you could consider to support your liver and gallbladder: milk thistle. Milk thistle is like the liver's favorite cocktail. It supports liver regeneration and detoxification. So easy. easy strategy and inexpensive. You could either take it in supplement form or you can just drink milk thistle tea daily. You can pick that up at the grocery store or local herbal store, fairly inexpensive. Milk thistle's a great one. Then you have dandelion root. Dandelion acts like a gentle liver and gallbladder wake up. So it's great as a tea or a tincture. So dandelion root is another good one. Then you have ox bile or digestive enzymes with bile salts. If you don't have a gallbladder or it's sluggish, then these can help you digest fats and prevent bloating. I don't have a gallbladder and I do take these regularly. So I do take ox bile on a regular basis, especially whenever I have a meal that has higher dietary fats. Because without the aid of the gallbladder, you do not digest dietary fats as efficiently as someone that does. And this video is like super important because I just want to say that for anybody that has had any gallbladder issues in the past, you can get your gallbladder healthy, or if you've had issues in the past, chances are you may have recurring issues. So I would really try to emphasize giving the gallbladder some extra love because once you have it removed, you do have a vital void forever, which I have a vital void. And I always say, if I could go back, which I had mine removed at the age of 21, which was, I don't know, many lives ago. Um, if I could go back, I would have saved mine. Like if I know now what I knew then, or if I knew then what I know now, then I would have saved it. Or I would have been able to save it. But unfortunately, it's gone. So anyway, then you have turmeric. Or like curcumin is anti-inflammatory and liver supportive. Think of those golden milk lattes, or you can take it in a capsule form. And then you have taurine, which is an amino acid that helps form bile and is depleted in people who are estrogen dominant or insulin resistant. So taurine is another good one. And then you have artichoke extract. It supports bile flow and liver regeneration. So artichoke extract is another good one. And a lot of times, like if you're looking for, like if you look for a very high quality liver supplement like liver support, liver detox, it will have a lot of these ingredients in one. But I do want to give the disclaimer that you do want to consult your practitioner or your doctor prior to just randomly taking things, So I do want to give that disclaimer that, make sure that you consult with your physician or practitioner prior to adding new things in. Um, Now, some lifestyle and healing strategies that you can do to support your liver and gallbladder would be castor oil packs. Castor oil packs are basically, it's exactly what it is. Castor oil packs, you would put it over the liver area, which is the right side under the ribs. It supports lymphatic flow and bowel movement. And the bonus, because you have to kind of lay down, it can be a little bit messy. It's like a spa night for your insides. Just add a little bit of Netflix and a heating pad, and you're good to go. Second thing is move your body. Like I'm always talking about this. This is one that's often underrated that can make such a big impact. Exercise helps circulate the lymph system and supports detox. So even just a 20-minute walk post dinner is a major win. My husband and I, every night after dinner, I always tell him, I'm like, are you ready to go on a digestion walk? Like digestion, well, that's what I call it, but just moving a walk after dinner can not only support digestion, but just kind of move the lymphatic system, as well. Which is it just has so many benefits, beneficial to blood sugar regulation, just so many benefits. I'm not going to kind of go down that rabbit hole of that. And then this one is so important. You want to poop daily. Make sure you're pooping daily. If you're not pooping, then you're not detoxing. Support regularity with magnesium, fiber, hydration, and movement. Like you really need to be pooping daily. You want to avoid processed oils and fried foods. They're basically gallbladder bullies. Like think fast food, vegetable oils, and anything that leaves a grease slick on your plate. Like avoid it. It doesn't sit well on your stomach. It's not good for you. It's not good for your heart, your arteries. It's not good for your gut. Just skip it. And then eat slowly and chew your food well. Like that's another one that's very, very underrated that can make such a positive impact. Digestion starts in your mouth, not in your inbox. Pause, breathe, chew, let your body know that food is coming. Like, and also it plays a role in when you eat slower, in turn, you will experience those feelings of satiety and fullness quicker than if you're eating faster. And then in turn, you'll end up eating less overall, which can play a role for those that need to lose weight or have the desire to lose weight. And don't do extreme meals or don't skip meals and do extreme fasting. Like especially if you have blood sugar issues or hormone imbalances. Your liver needs consistent fuel to function. So make sure that you're not skipping meals and doing long extreme fasting. I've seen that in some Facebook groups where people are fasting for like I don't know, for like weeks at a time. And the whole time, like I'll read these posts and I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm not on Survivor. I'm not trying to win $100,000. I just don't. I mean, there are some benefits to fasting, but those prolonged extreme fasting can be kind of dangerous on the body. And then you want to support emotional detox. The liver can actually be tied to anger in traditional Chinese medicine. So, journaling, deep breathing therapy, or simply screaming into a pillow, it actually works, can help. And by the way, I do this in my car all the time. So, if you live in this area and traffic is as bad as it is, then I have to kind of dampen any road rage. So I just scream all the time in my car. And bonus tips, if you're experiencing morning sluggishness, nausea, or headaches, it might be your liver uh, screaming for help. If you're experiencing pale stools, floating stools, or that right-sided pain, then that's usually your gallbladder waving a red flag. And then remember, if you don't have a gallbladder, then you must support bile flow production delivery through supplementation and consistent fat intake. So if your body feels a little sluggish, your digestion's off, or your hormones are acting like a teenage drama queen, don't forget to look at the liver and the gallbladder. These two don't ask for much, just a little love, a little less junk, and maybe a lot more beets. But you don't need a juice cleanse. You need real food, smart support, and regular poops. So let's get that bile flowing.